Greetings, friends. Thanks for joining me. Today we are here with a little experiment of mine. I started playing drums in 6th grade. I didn't start playing guitar until around 1993. And then in 1999 or thereabouts, I started playing Irish bouzouki. And this guitar came to me, this wonderful instrument, came to me in 1999. My lovely wife purchased it for me at Mars Music in Houston, Texas. It cost about $1,000. It is a American standard Telecaster, and it's a wonderful instrument, but I wasn't getting played at all. I love playing it. I wasn't getting played, and so since I recently decided to issue 6 strings because I'm better with 4, and so I decided that wouldn't it be great if there was a way that I could take this wonderful guitar and have one of these but a tenor. And so I did some evil things to it. So let me tell you about it. First of all, let's talk about the specs. It's a Alder solid body with a maple neck and a maple fingerboard. It's 25.5 inch scale length, crimson red finish. And you can see there that things are going on. I swapped out the bridge pickup for a Seymour Duncan hot rails, so it's kind of like a fat telly. Got one volume, one tone, and one switcher, but you'll notice that I turned them upside down and I reversed these two. So this is my volume, this is my tone, this is my switcher for the pickups. And then if you see the back, a lovely scoop out of there, really comfortable to play. And there we go. So, and Spertzel locking tuners on it up here. So what did I do to turn it into a tenor guitar, you may ask? Well, all I did really was swap out the nut, the original nut, for a 4-string nut that I had made for me by Mr. Mort of Mortone Guitars. So I took off the original nut, I sent him the original nut, and he sent me back this one, and it fit perfectly. Dropped it right in, dropped off a couple of tuners, dropped off a couple of hardware on the bottom there, and so that's how I made a tenor guitar out of it. So let's start off and see what it sounds like with just the neck pickup. Now let's switch to the middle position so we get both pickups. finally, just the bridge pickup, that humbucker, Seymour Duncan humbucker down there. So as you can see, that bridge position pickup is much more of a lead sort of sound, less conducive to the kind of strummy kind of stuff that I usually do. But I still think it sounds amazing. So now let's move on and see what it sounds like with some effects. We're going to plug this into a Zoom Q1-4 pedal and try a couple patches on that. Here is I've got some patches that basically just, I get a decent tone, and then I have verb, and then I add some delay, tape echo, and then I add some chorus, and then I add octave, and then I add a touch of drive. So we're going to go and listen to those. Here we go. And I'm just going to stick with the middle pickup position because that's how I usually play it. So that's just with some verb. Now let's add a little bit of echo to it. Chorus. And now what we're trying to approach is we're approximating a kind of a bouzouki sound from a 4-string Telecaster. So. Now we're going to add a little bit of octave. So that's something I'd bring in on maybe like a chorus or something. This gives me levels to kind of adjust the sound kind of up and down in intensity. And then finally, we add just a touch of drive that we're building on top of each other. So there we go. There's our stepping up, and it's a Zoom Q14, which I'm quite impressed with. It allows me to make my own patches and add things, turn things on and off, and it's got enough bells and whistles without being overly complicated, and it fits in a very small package right there on the floor, and it runs on batteries, so it's pretty great, and it's inexpensive. So let's do just a little demo of my usual demo here, and we'll start off. We'll do it just with the chorus. So this is my middle settings. We've got verb, tape echo, and chorus on this. So here we go. Does it sound like an acoustic bouzouki? Absolutely not. But does it sound like its own thing, and does it sound good? In my opinion, yes. And it allows me to take this wonderful, wonderful guitar and get it out of the case and put it into regular rotation and get a different sound when I want to, and I don't have to worry about feedback or anything like that. So it's also a great way if you're just experimenting and wanted to try something different. You want to experiment with tenor guitar or anything like this. For $50 is your modification, basically, to get this new bridge. New nut cut. You get your nut put in, and all of these changes are completely reversible. So it gives you something to experiment on. So if you've got an instrument that's sitting around, not getting the use that you would like to see, then maybe this is something you might like to try in your own home. So, what do we think about it? What's the good? The good things. I think it sounds great. I think it plays great. I love playing this instrument. It looks great. It comes with a hard case. That's when it originally came with that way. The only kind of thing I would knock this particular instrument on, it's a little heavy, but that's kind of part and parcel when you have a full Alder body, solid body guitar. It's going to be a little heavy, and that's just because I'm used to playing hollow bodied acoustic instruments. So I give this 5 out of 5 stars because this is a lot of fun to play. And I'm going to be doing a few songs on this to get you an idea of what it sounds like. And let me know in the comments if this is something you've ever tried to do with your own guitar or something you have thought about doing but been afraid to. It's really a great way to experiment with things and try something new and exciting. Okay? So thanks for listening in. Leave your comments down below. Hope to see you again very soon. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, be excellent to each other. And we'll see you on the flippity flop. Take care.